completely in isolation. Does that make sense? Let's try this. You're already someone with a creative outlet, so this should be interesting. Could you imagine a rainbow? And imagine yourself sitting on top of this rainbow, staring down upon an empty canvas. Now I want you to imagine these rainbows, the colors of the rainbow as paints. So you have red, yellow, pink, green, orange, purple and blue. What you're going to do is, you're going to take one of these paints and start painting a landscape. Doesn't have to be a real place. For example, if I were in your place, I might take the green and paint a field or the mountains. With the red and purple, I can make it a field of flowers. Does that make sense? Don't go for any of what I just said. Pick the other colors and start building something in your head right now. You're doing that, yes? Do you mind if I climb into this place with you right now? And try to feel what you... So imagine standing in this place. Imagine completely immersing yourself in this place. Feeling everything you think you'd feel. Hearing everything you think you'd hear. And smelling everything you think you'd smell. Take a deep breath of air into me. Slowly let that out. The first thing I instantly pick up on that it's hot over there, yes? It is sort of the place where the sun is quite bright. But at the same time there's a nice breeze. Does that make sense? Why am I getting the feeling that this is usually the sort of place where there's people there? But you haven't drawn any people, have you? Okay, that sort of further solidifies the thought that you feel completely smothered right now. Does that make sense? You feel you have too many choices to make. You feel like there's a lot of pressure on you at this moment. Is there I can sort of hear the ocean. Does that make sense? And there's a texture sort of under the feet. Yes? Are you at a beach?
Yeah.
You are. That's interesting, right? Could you imagine walking up to the, you can see to the near the side, and you can see the waves sort of blow up. The waves sort of come closer and closer to you. And right there you see a small box float up to the shore. Now at this moment, without opening the box, there could be a plethora of objects in it. But when you open it, I want you to imagine that in there, on a slip of paper, is the name of a person. The name of the person that you are close to. Look at me. Imagine saying what you just saw in there. Don't say anything. Imagine saying this. Imagine saying this louder and louder. So the your voice echoes throughout the entire beach. It's that loud. I'm not sure this is something that I could share, but I don't want to make it happen. Please don't. Just ensure that I'm not just writing. Please react or just go along with it, okay? You're sort of a weird. This was sort of. It's not a school friend though, right? Yeah, I didn't feel that it was. Just completely honestly. Is that what you... It was? And I can show that to you as well. So thank you so much for helping me out. I sincerely hope you overcome these stresses. And just live life, man. Thank you so much, and that's